Right everyone, here we go. I'm down at the Nytro, Sonic and the new Skeeter, which is our Predator range, at a trade show, which I do show you every year. And we're here with all our new products from Nytro. And what you've got to remember, I'm just going to show you them quickly, but these are just our new products. This is not the full range. It's quite staggering really. I mean, this is all the new, 3-year-old this company. And you can see as I'm going around quickly, I'll go around them a bit shorter. But that's our new trade catalogue, one of the bagging brothers on the front look. There you go. That is about 100 and... how many pages is it? 140 pages it is. That's in 3 years. So a lot of work gone into it by a lot of people. And Mr. Pascal, who is in charge of it. So let's go through it and show you a little bit. New sweat and warm shirt, there you go, look, that's very attractive. Got some new reels, some Solus, Impact and Marvellous reels, some new ones. They're the new one. We've got a new, in the Marvellous range, we've got 3 and a 6000. We've got a new Bonnie hat, they're lovely, they're lovely quality, they're lovely and thick. I think they'll go down well in the winter when I'm sat at Lindholm. We've got some short legs. Look at that, how good's them? Look at them. Look at them. Look at that. You'll see there's a couple will be on my box soon then. We've got some extensions legs like that. Extensions. And then move on to this. Now how good is all this? That's our braid, but we've actually got not just braid now, we've got some Sublime Method Micro braid from 0.4 to 0.14. Now I'm telling you, if you fish hook lengths with braid, you'll need to have a look at this. I know where it comes from, we've been using it and it is not good, not even great, it's absolutely outstanding. So if you do use braid hook lengths, you need to have a look at that. And then we've got new elastics, it's solid latex, and there you go, it goes from 8 to 10 all the way to 20 all the way through. These are our new pole elastics, and with that you actually get the Draken connectors as well, so you get them in it, and it is very, very impressive, must admit. You can see they've got new bait bands in 3 different sizes. We've got quick change beads, a new towel for wiping your hands, and then we've got Method feeder rig box, which I'll show you in a second. A feeder rig box and an all-rounder, which is just a longer one to put your hook lengths in. Then if you're a hook to nylon person, wow, look at this range. You've got everything you need here. I mean, look at it, I'll stand back a bit so you can see the full lot. Look at that. All colour coded, as you can see, it's all colour coded. And we have got bait bands, spikes, quick stops, natural fishing hooks, all hooks to nylon. It took me all day to go through everything that you do. If you go on our website, you'll be able to see what we do. Look at that, what a beautiful range of hooks to nylon. So if you're into hooks to nylon, there will be something on there that you'll like. Then we've got the Whizzer, which is 3 blades, which you've probably seen in catalogue before. These are our new pole accessories to put your poles on, everything like that. Butt rests. There you go, look, different butt rests. And then them's our rod rest heads, which is, I use that one because it adjusts up and down, and then I use the big one there. That's the one I use more than anything. But you can see that they are all, some of them are brand new. Them's our tips. Then we've got some floats. We've got a Ghost Wagglers, which are them, which for pellet waggler fishing, you can see on the bottom they've got the disc. As you can see there, look, they've all got the disc on. They've got a crystal clearer one, like that, with a disc on as well, which I think will be unbelievably popular, all for pellet waggler fishing. And then you've got that beauty. Look at that for pellet feeder fishing, and they're in 4 sizes. So there you go. And the bait bands in 3 different sizes, all coming in them tubes like that. 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. Now these are the hook wallets what I've been talking about. Look. You can see, very strong. The connectors are very strong, so you can put your hooks in. I've got different tapes on so you can write what you want in. Magnetic, so they fit together perfectly. There's 3 different sizes for different lengths of hook lengths that you're going to need. We've got a new rig box which is quite good. I'm going to get one of them to put all my spare spools in personally. So then we've got a net, clothing. There you go, look. Then we've got some new rig roofs. We've got the big one, the big long one, like that, or you can turn it round just by. But what's different about this, let me just pull it round. So if you pull that out like that, that goes. So you can have one there and one there, so, or you can have it as one long piece. But what is interesting is these locks there, when it locks up, they're not free, they're in like a little ratchet, so that they're fixed. They won't slide out when it's windy, which happens with lots of things. Then we've got little roofs there where you can put things on. Especially if you have your front roofs fixed to your box, that can be freestanding, then they can move about. Then we've got 2 rollers. We've got a small roller, we've got a big roller, or a double roller. But what's special about them, can you see that it actually narrows off in the middle? That they are narrower, so if you pulls that, it will slide into the middle because it's just offset. You probably see it better on the double one. You can see that it's offset, and what happens is it runs down and keeps rolling in the middle. Now this single one, I'm going to use that for my back of my landing net handle where I can, because I think it's quite important that you have something like that. So we're moving round. We've got a new lightweight box that you can pick up with one hand. You can see, just pick that up with one hand, no weight to it. A new lightweight box. We've got a SLL 36 platform, new platform, under 200 quid. Can you believe that? Look at that, how strong that is. Very, very strong. 4 legs, always screws on, so you can unscrew and screw things in if you want. But that is as strong as anything. Spirit levels on and everything like that. So we've got a platform, we're a new light box. Everything is the same, 36 legs, everything fits on it. But what about this? Look at that system. I can see me sat on that. There's some fantastic new products on here. We've got 3 trays, you can see. We've got 2 slider trays, that one and that one, 2 different sizes. And what's so special about these? Well, let me tell you. Watch this. Oh, hey, box is moving. You can slide that to where you want it. So you can slide it where you want it. So if you just slide it out like that, you can have it in the position you want. And they're both like that. Move it backwards and forwards, simply just by pulling it, and you can place it where you want it. So even if you want to get out of your box, you just pull it to one side like that. How good is that? Strong as anything, don't move, just don't move. Look how solid that is. Solid that. Move backwards and forwards. They've all got a tape measure on so you can measure different things. Slider boxes, they are fantastic. We've got, I'm going to go around back because we've got a back tray. There you go, we've got a back tray as well. It's going to fit. Now that's not a slider system, that's fixed, but it's as strong as you can put anything. Even Ben will sleep on that when we go. A couple of things I particularly like are these 1 for 1 rod and a tripod system there to put your rods in. Very lightweight they are, just made out of aluminium. One thing in particular I absolutely love, and if you don't get one of these, there's something wrong with you. It's an extending, look at that, brolly arm, look at that. How good's that? Extends, so whatever size of your tray, you can extend that wherever you want at the back of the tray to put your bait brolly on. How good is that? How good is that? How good is that? Look at that. Look at that, an extending brolly arm. If you don't get one of them, something wrong with you. Honestly, that is a great piece of kit. And then finish it. These are all new products. And you can see we've got 2 rod rests, one that you can put your pole roofs on and everything, like a double arm one there. You can put them on. And then we've got a normal rod rest that you can, if it's low it's that way, and if it's high it's that way. So that's something else to look for. keeps going on, doesn't it? And then we've got some new trays and we've got a new cushion. Look at that for your box. How thick's that? That's going to be comfy. Be alright at winter with that, be falling asleep. A really padded seat cushion. Stack of trays. We've got a new stacker system which you can build. You can just keep adding and adding and adding. Like for example, that goes on that. All the connections are exactly the same. So that's something else. Now then, go back round here. We've got 3 pellet waggler rods, 10, 11, 12, in the Marvellous range. Now these are extremely special. Why? Because we've changed the rod rings on them. Let me show you the rod rings. The rod rings, a pellet waggler rod, remember? Sorry, the light's not fantastic, but look at the eyes. Look how big they are. They're the eyes of a feeder rod. And the idea of this is, well, why use most pellet wagglers? They've got normal conventional float runners on them. But these haven't. These have got carp runners on. You know the Marvellous range of feeder rods? These have got the same sort of eyes on. So when you're casting sort of 200 or 300 times in a match, and you're fishing for carp, why not use a proper carp rod? Make sure if you're after pellet waggler rods, you'll look at the Marvellous range, 10, 11 foot. The rod rings are carp runners. They're the same runners on the Marvellous feeder rods because you're fishing for carp. And the end eye is quite a big eye, as you can probably see. And you don't get no tangles, no twists or anything like that. Make sure that you have a look at them. Then in the Marvellous range, we're doing 2 feeder rods, bait hook feeder. Now feeder fishing now is massive, isn't it, when it comes to pre-baiting and everything like that. So we have bait hook rods. Now this is a 9 to 10 foot commercial. And the idea of this is you can use it at 9 or you can use it in 10. And there's a little extension there, look. You see it? That comes off. So when you take that off, it's 9 foot, and you put it on, it's 10 foot. And the beauty of that is, if you're fishing with a 9 foot rod or a 10 foot rod, you want to be using your bait rod at the same distance. So all you've got to do is take that off, there's no eye on it, and then interchange it. And we do one in 11 and 12 as well. They've just got this little foot extension. Sorry, I'm holding it phone, so it's hard to do it. I'll see if I can do it and show you what I mean. So if you take that off and put that little extension on and put it back on, that's now 9 foot, and I've got the extension there, look. How good's that? When I put it back on, it's 10 foot. So you're carrying 2 rods in one almost for baiting up. It ain't got many runners on it, look. The big runners. So when you're using a bait hook feeder, all you've got to do is just put it in the same distance as the rod that you're fishing with at that particular time. A great piece of kit. Everybody's going to have one of them. Then we've got different rods. We've got normal conventional rods. We've got float rods now, and all these are all different rods. Then round there, we've got all these pole. I mean, this range of poles now is quite incredible. We've got new landing nets, carp match, different things, but we've got some poles, and we've got the Revellist poles up to 11.5 metre long, 10, 11.5. We've got a normal pole, we've got a power carp in 10 and 11. These go up to 20 grade elastics. They're like 200, 300, 400 pound, and they are, well, I can only describe them as awesome. For the money, unbelievable. If you're after a new pole, under 500 pound, make sure that you go in your shop and have a look at these Revellist poles. And you get them in a match and you get them in a carp. Then we've got the power edge pole, which I've already done a video on 8 meters. I can't believe that is, for the price, is staggering. We do them in 6 and 8 meters, but the new one's the 8 meter. And then you can see we've got the whopper stopper and the Nytro margin poles, which basically the carp poles. Very strong, very light, and the price is actually very, very good. And that's what they come like. There you go, look at them. How good's all this? All them some new rods. Then we've got our new pole tube. Look at that. How good's that? How smart is that? Look at that. That is fantastic, that. And trust me, I've just had somebody saying, oh, I'm not sure how much stuff you get. Trust me, you can get as much stuff as you want in that. That's unbelievably, and it's a big pole, and I promise you that is fantastic. Nice and strong, and that's going to protect your pole. So basically, it's took me 15 minutes to quickly go through everything. These, by the way, are little extensions that fit in like a little mini extension. And what that does, is that the right size? No, it's there, but it's the wrong one. That's already got one in there. One moment. There you go. So what happens is, at the end of the pole, instead of using your bung, you get a little extension like that, mini extension. And what that does, that fits in there to protect end of your pole. How good's that? You get them with it as well. The package is unbelievable. Make sure you go into your retail and have a look, and he'll tell you what package you can get with all these. Incredible system, and this is only the start, I promise you. It's incredible. So, them's the main things. I mean, they are the main things. But that system there, you have got to look at these trays. These trays are absolutely something different. I mean, I know how it's worked out and everything, but you have a look at them slider trays now, how they fit and they move where you want them to move. But the most important thing, it's strong as anything. 2 sizes, like I said, and don't forget to have a look at that brolly extension. That is something different. So yeah, so that's it. Basically, everything done very, very quickly. I once said the future is Nytro, and let me tell you, with this lot, with these people doing it all, and with Pascal at the helm, unbelievable. Like I said, this is only the new stuff. This isn't what we've done in the past. This is all brand new. And guess what? There's loads of stuff in the pipeline as well. Fantastic. Remember, the future's Nytro.